of the Giants franchise, and today we're taking on Seahawks. Let's just go ahead and look at the playoff picture real quick. Looks like we're just on the outside looking in right now. We got the Falcons, who are one game ahead of us, which we can easily flip around if we win our next two games, and they don't, because they are actually playing the Saints today. And then the Cowboys are playing a pretty good team as well, if I remember correctly. So we can possibly be looking pretty good after this one. So with that being said, let's just get right and running. All good. Let's play the full game. I don't want to go up against, if I'm being their defense is kind of scary for me. Starters. The Seahawks looks like they're kind of struggling this year. This is also Golden Tate's former team, so this is kind of a big game for him. So let's just, without further ado, let's just get this started. So we're going to be kicking it off yet again, as it seems like we actually do really well in the games that we start off by kicking it off. It looks like the Cowboys beat the Ravens. Man, this Cowboys team is something special. That's going to be Penny. Rashad Penny is going to take a knee in the end zone, as out comes Russell Wilson. Alrighty. I'm really kind of worried about what DK Metcalf is going to do to our cornerbacks. I feel like he can, if he really wants to, he could definitely bully him out there. Russell Wilson's going to start this off by dumping it off to his running back, Carlos Hyde, who's going to gain a few, definitely breaking a few tackles there, getting a gain of 5 on the play. This Seahawks team has definitely got a lot of playmakers that we need to watch out for, like DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Will Dissly. As they're, speaking of which, they're going to get it to DK Metcalf, as he will get tackled at the 39-yard line. The key to us winning this game is really just dependent on just us capitalizing on every play we can defensively. As that's going to be Chris Carson, who gets a gain of 4. Alright. Looking at a 2nd and 6 here. Alrighty. Gonna hand it off again here, and he's gonna get a gain of about 3 on the play, making it 3rd and 3. This offense is definitely something scary. They also have David Moore out there, as it's going to be caught by Carlos Hyde, who's going to be just shy of the first down marker, making it 4th and 2. So they're going to have to pump the ball here. So that's exactly what I want to see from this defense. And they're going to angle this punt, and that will be out at the 28, as that was not that good of a punt by Michael Dickinson. All right, that being said, Kaepernick's coming out, and this is also a team he's used to facing twice a year. This is Golden Tate's former team, so it's, I mean, very familiar overall with how this team plays, as Saquon's going to get a gain of 1 on the carry there. So we're looking at a 2nd and 9 here from the 29-yard line. Previous play, Saquon only got a carry of 1. Kaepernick's going to roll out. He's going to get Darius Slayton here, who's going to make the catch. He's going to get to the 48-yard line. Alrighty. Looking at a 1st and 10 here. Going to go ahead and hand the ball off to Saquon, as he's going to make a few jukes, and that's going to get us to the 1st down marker, as that'll be just shy though, but that's still a gain of 10 for Saquon. Saquon's going to get the carry again here. He's going to get the 1st down, as that will be a 1st down to the 33-yard line. Kaepernick will take the snap. He's going to try to look for a receiver. He's got Saquon kind of open out there as he's going to look for him in the corner, but he won't quite make the throw, as that'll be just out, as Saquon could not get both feet in, as that's an incomplete pass, making it at 2nd and 10 now. Kaepernick's going to throw it over to Darius Slayton, who's going to make that catch, as that's going to get us a gain of about 7 on the play. As that was Golden Tate. You could tell he really wanted to hold on to that ball. Kaepernick's going to hand the ball off here to Saquon, who's going to get the first down, and that will be now. We're now looking at a 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line, as that was Jamal Adams on the stop. As this will likely be the final play of the first quarter, as Kaepernick will take the snap. He will just quickly throw it on over to Evan Ingram, who will make a couple jukes, but not get much more than 4 on the plays. That's now 2nd and 6. All right, looking at a 2nd and 6 now at the 18-yard line, as we're actually moving this offense pretty well. As Saquon's going to get the carry here, as he's going to march into the end zone untouched, as that will be a touchdown for the Giants, the first of Saquon's season, or no, not as of their season, but the first since I think about week 2 or 3. That's only his 2nd of the season, but again, he had that broken collarbone that took him out for a decent amount of times. That was a drive that lasted 8 minutes and 34 seconds. I'm going to kick the ball off here now, as the Seahawks are looking to start the ball, or get the ball for the 2nd time on offense here, as Rashad Penny is going to take it to about the 23-yard line. Alright. Looking at 1st and 10 from the 23. Russell so far has been pretty good in the air, so they're going to hand it off to Chris Carson here, who's going to make a juke move, as that's going to be up to Bradbury to make the tackles. That's exactly what he does. That was still a great carry by Chris Carson. So it looks like the Saints actually did in fact beat the Falcons today, 24-14. Is that he's just going to dump it off to his target there, Demo, as that will be a catch for about 3. Looking at the 2nd and 7 now. Russell Wilson's going to roll on out. He's going to hit Will Dissly for a 1st down and then some. And that's going to be Carlos Hyde, who's going to get a gain of about 3 on the play, as he's actually not really been too effective so far for this offense. It's actually been Chris Carson who's been more effective. He's going to try to find his receivers. That's going to be dropped, as that's Belair. Belair, yeah, that was just a terrible drop, as he was wide open, but thankfully for us, he did drop it. As Russell Wilson's under pressure, he's just going to dump it off here to Carlos Hyde, who's trying to make some unnecessary plays. That's going to cost him in the long run, as he's going to be just shy of the 1st down marker, making it 4th and inches at the 29, and they're going to actually have to go for it here. And if they don't get it, then that means that they will turn it over on downs. I'm going to hand it off here to Chris Carson, who's going to get it just barely, but he does in fact still get that 1st down. I'm going to hand it off to Chris Carson again here. He's going to shrug off a couple tackles, and that's going to be a gain of about 6 on the plays. Chris Carson's really just kind of chewing away at this defense, and that's just not what we need right now. Russell Wilson's going to take the snap. He's just going to hand it off here to Chris Carson, who's going to get a gain of about 1 on the plays. It's now a 3rd and 3. That will take us to the 2-minute warning. It's now 3rd and 3 now. Russell Wilson's going to take the snap. It looks like they're going to pass it here, as he's just going to actually just take it out there on his own, as he's going to get hit pretty good. And that'll be taken down to the 6-yard line, as Carter's kind of shaken up on the play here. It's now 1st and goal from the 6-yard line, as Russell Wilson's marching this offense down the field, which has been kind of my biggest concern so far, is their offense, because it can definitely be high-powered. As Russell Wilson looks like he's going to be eaten up in the backfield, as that will be a sack, making it 2nd and goal at the 12-yard line now. So it looks like Carter, the right outside linebacker, is now out due to a torn labrum, and that might be the final play of his season. Those tend to be a lengthy injury. He's going to try to find Tyler Lockett here, so that's going to get him down to the 1-yard line, and making it 3rd and goal now from the 1, as that could have easily been a touchdown, but that was a touchdown-saving tackle by the corner. They're going to hand it off here to Chris Carson. We can't quite make the tackles. That's going to be a touchdown for the Seahawks, and that will tie up this ball game. And that will definitely tie up this ball game, as the Seahawks themselves took up a decent amount of time, and we're finding ourselves in yet another familiar situation of 7-7 tie ball game. About the same amount of time, 40 seconds from last game, 58 with this one. Valentine's going to take this return, as that's going to get us to about the 20. We're looking at about 15 seconds more of possession time than we did last game at this time, to go down and possibly score and then get the ball back, which is huge if we can go down and score even a field goal. Kaepernick's going to take the snap here, as he's going to throw it over to Darius Slayton, who's been his favorite target as of late, as he's going to drop the ball, as that was not exactly what we need right now, but we're looking at a 2nd and 10 regardless. I'm going to throw it on out to Evan Ingram here, who's going to make a juke, but he's just going to end up forced out of bounds, as that will be a 1st down to the 37-yard line. Colin Kaepernick here is going to look at the ball, and he's going to get sacked. I don't know why I said he's looking at the ball. He should not be looking at the ball, but he's going to get sacked anyway, and that's going to make it a 2nd and 14 with 40 seconds left to go. I'm mixing up my words too much here. We're going to throw it over the middle to Evan Ingram, who's going to make the oh, he drops it, as that's been a huge struggle as of late for Evan Ingram, as it's now 3rd and 14 from the 33-yard line. So we're looking at a 3rd and long, and we definitely still need to go down and put points on the board. So we're going to throw it over to Evan Ingram, who's going to make the catch this time, who's going to get a lot of yards out of it, and that's going to be a 1st down to the 37-yard line. He went out of bounds as well, saving us from using a timeout. That was just a really good play on offense there by Evan. That's exactly what we need to see from him, rather than those drops. So we're going to roll out here, as looks like Evan Ingram's covered by Jamal Adams, as he's just going to run out of bounds here. This Colin Kaepernick's going to get a gain of 13 on the play, but he's still going to get out yet again, allowing us to not use a timeout. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 25 here with 22 seconds left, as Colin Kaepernick's going to roll out. He's going to try throwing it here, as that's going to be a loose throw, and that will be an incomplete pass, making it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Looks like this Legion of Boom, or the Seattle Seahawks defense, I should say, has been kind of wrapping up Saquon there, as he actually gets a 1st down to the 12. They've been kind of really limiting him as to what he can do in this game, which is crucial, and we really need him to pretty much carry this offense. It's 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line now, as we're just going to dump it off here to Saquon, who's going to just get out of bounds, as he actually technically lost a yard there, as that will just make it 6 seconds left, as we will just kick a field goal similar to how it went in that last game, and we will go up 10-7 going into this half. It's still possible that they could score on this kickoff, but we're just going to squib it, just play it safe. Let's see, squib. Alright. We're just going to play it safe here. Just going to squib it. And that's not really a squib. But anyway, that will end this half, and that'll give us the lead 10-7, and we will get the ball to start the second half, which is crucial. I cannot stress enough how important that is for us. Michael Dixon's going to kick this off for us now, as Corey Ballantyne's going to be back there. He's going to get the ball. He's going to return it out past the 25, or to the 25, I should say. And that's probably one of his better returns of the season, but that's just because Dickinson kicked it short. Alright, so it's first and 10 from the 27-yard line. I'm just going to hand it off here to Saquon, who's going to get a gain of about 5-ish on the play, as he gets up to 43 on the day. Kaepernick's just going to hand it off here to Saquon again, who's going to get a gain of a couple on the play, making it 3rd and 5. Already looking at a 3rd down here. The Giants are going to take the ball and snap it, and they're going to throw it over the middle here to I thought that was Darius Slayton, but it's Golden Tate, the former Seahawk. He's going to make the catch and get the first down, as Golden Tate's kind of had an overall quiet day against his former team, but still making an impact there. 1st and 10, we're going to hand the ball off to Saquon Barkley here, who's going to get a first down, and then some, as he's going to have open spaces. He's going to run 10, 5, and down to the 2-yard line. Sorry, the 1-yard line, as that's going to get him to 95 rushing yards on the game, and that is probably one of the biggest plays we've had on offense all day, as we're now looking at a 1st and goal from the 1. This Kaepernick will just hand it off to Saquon here, who will get his 3rd touchdown of the season, and that will put us up by 2 scores, which is big against this Seattle Seahawks team. I still wouldn't count the Seahawks team out. They've showed numerous times that they can come back from a deficit, especially when they have half of this quarter left and all of next to score 10 points. I'm not too I don't feel too safe with this lead just quite yet, as this is probably one of the highest scoring games that we've had in quite a while. Russell Wilson's just going to hand it off here to Chris Carson, who's going to get only a gain of 1 on the play, as it's now a 2nd and 9. As you can see, a little bit of pushing and shoving going out there, as it's getting a little heated. As you can tell, the Giants are winning in the hometown of the Seahawks, and that could possibly irritate the hometown team a little bit, as it looks like Golden went down for an injury there. Hopefully it's not too serious, as he's been kind of a leader on defense all season, really. So we're going to dump it off here to Carlos Hyde, who's going to get a first down, and that's going to get to the 42-yard line, as Blake Martinez is happy that he got the tackle, even though they really kind of let up a huge gain there. Alright, Wilson's just going to take it himself, and he's going to get a gain of 6 on the play, so that gets him to 22 yards total on the day. Marcus Golden, it looks like it's just the shoulder strain. We'll let him rest up, because we wouldn't want him to get seriously hurt, especially right now when we're making a playoff push. It's everything's got to go in our favor. So we're going to get it out to Tyler Lockett there, who's going to get to the 41-yard line. Everything kind of has to go our way for the rest of the season for us to make the playoffs, but we're still making a playoff push, especially this late in the season, as that's going to be an incomplete pass, as that was tipped and then almost caught by Blake Martinez. Russell Wilson here is going to throw it on over to Tyler Lockett, as that looks like that'll be a first down for them, as it will be a first down to the 31-yard line, and now the Seahawks are marching. That's the second pass now that DeAndre Baker's allowed for a first down, as that's going to be an incomplete pass, as that's yet another pass broken up by Blake Because Blake Martinez has been kind of key on some of these plays in this drive. So Russell Wilson's going to get pressured. He's going to get sacked. As that looks like that was Leonard Williams. I think that's his first sack on the season. As that's kind of what we needed from him. But he's not really been showing that elite pass rusher ability. So it's now 3rd and 21 from the 42, as they need to get at least to the 35-ish to get into field goal range for Jason Myers, as they will do more than that. So they will get a first down here, where David Moore will get them to the 15-yard line, as that was probably the biggest catch and biggest play that the Seahawks have put on all day. Russell Wilson's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Chris Carson here, as it looks like one of the D linemen tripped, as that's going to get them down to the 1-yard line, as it's now 1st and goal. As that will end the 3rd quarter here, and now we're looking at a 17-7 lead going into the 4th quarter, but it's still anyone's ball game, especially with the Seahawks marching and them being on the 1-yard line right now. So we're just going to hand it off here to Carlos Hyde, who's going to get the touchdown, as that will make it now a 1-score game. What we have to do on offense is we have to just worry about taking as much time off as we possibly can, and then with that, just and scoring. We also need to take 3-4 minutes off and then score. There's just no way around that, because we're only looking at a 3-point lead right now, which is really nothing substantial in the NFL, as that's probably Michael Dickinson's best kickoff so far, as that's going to be Ballantyne. He's only going to get to about the 18-19 yard line. We're now looking at about 6 minutes left to go on this clock. We're at the 19-yard line, and you already know how we're going to start off this drive. That's going to be with a handoff to Saquon Barkley, who's going to get the handoff here, and it looks like he's actually going to get a first down and then some, as that will get us to the 33-yard line, as that's going to put him over 100 yards for the 2nd consecutive week that he. We're definitely going to make sure that every second goes off of that clock before hiking the ball, as that will be a loss of 1 on the play. Actually, sorry, that will be a gain of 2 on the play. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, as we're now looking at a 2nd and 8. Gonna hand the ball off yet again to Saquon here. He's gonna make a juke and take what could have been a negative gain into a positive gain of 2. We're looking at 3rd and 6 now at the 36-yard line, and we really kind of need this first down to go our way here, as we're going to throw terrible passers. That's going to be intercepted by Bobby Wagner, who's going to shrug off a tackler, and that's going to be he's going to get down at the 35-yard line, as that puts this Seahawks offense in prime position to go down and score, which is exactly what we did not need. And they're going to, that was just not a great pass by Russell Wilson, so you don't see too many of those, as that's going to be an incomplete pass, making it 2nd and 10 now. Russell Wilson's going to face a little bit of pressure, not too much, as he's going to just roll out here, and he's going to shrug off a tackler, as he's going to get out of bounds. That's going to be a gain of 7 by Russell Wilson. He's going to get pressured here, as that's going to be caught by Tyler Lockett, and he's going to get down at the 19-yard line, as it looks like DeAndre Baker's been just kind of just allowing whatever to happen with Tyler Lockett this whole game, as he's really just been falling apart. All right, Russell Wilson's just going to throw this ball away, as nobody was open. He didn't want to take any risks, as it's now going to be a 2nd and 10. The Seahawks offense is definitely looking to score and take the lead here, as they're just going to hand the ball off here to Chris Carson, who's going to do just that, and that's going to be a touchdown, as he's been really carving up this defense all game, as we've had no rushing defense at all, pretty much this game, or pretty much all season, as we've allowed someone to get a decent amount of yards, as that will be the extra point, putting them up by 4. Pretty much making it so that we have to score a touchdown now. Corey Ballantyne is just going to take this, and he's going to take a knee, which is a very rare sight for us, I will say that much. And that will get us to the 25-yard line, which is what we need in the way of field position at the moment. Alright, we're looking at a 1st and 10 now. Whoa, this is not it. That was just a jank play overall, as he's going to get sacked on the play there, as it's now 2nd and 16. As that run play option just did not work in our favor whatsoever. Looking at a 2nd and 16 now. Colin Kaepernick's going to take the snap. He's going to dump it off to Saquon Barkley here, who's going to make a couple moves. He's going to make yet another move. He's going to shrug off Bobby Wagner. He's going to get it to the 30-yard line, making it 3rd and 5, which is a much more manageable 3rd down than 3rd and long. Looking at 3rd and 5 now. Kaepernick's going to take the snap. He's going to just take the ball himself, as he will get the 1st down, as I don't know why he dived. And he's going to fumble the ball here, as the Seahawks are going to pick it up, as that's yet another crucial fumble that Colin Kaepernick has allowed, as that's just not okay, as that's his 2nd crucial fumble of the season. His 1st of the day. So we're going to hand it off here to Chris Carson, as that's going to be a gain of a couple there, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. And then now we're looking at a 2nd and 8. They're just going to hand it off to Chris Carson here, who's going to get a gain of about 5 on the play, as it's going to be a 3rd and 3 now. As it looks like they get a 1st down here, it's possibly going to be ball game, because we need to get a stop for a field goal at the very least. As we're going to actually stop Chris Carson from getting the 1st down, we're going to call a timeout, which means the Seahawks are going to kick a field goal here, and that's going to potentially still give us a chance. It actually looks like they're going to go for it here, which would still, if we can get a stop, that would be crucial for us. But if we allow a 1st down, that'll be game. They're going to pass it here, as that's going to be a complete pass. He's going to get down to the 15-yard line, and just like that, that looks like that'll be the end of this ball game. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. You can count on this just being a run play, as it'll be just that, as Carlos Hyde will get them down to the 1-yard line. And just like that, that will be the end of this ball game, and that's exactly what we could not afford. And that will end this ball game, and we will officially stop that winning streak that we had. I think it was a 3-game win streak. Yet again, where that was another questionable call for a fumble. It likely was just a fumble, but it was definitely not helpful whatsoever. We still kind of played a decent game on offense. You know, I still feel like, you know, this is still a solid team overall. But we just got to be better on defense, got to capitalize more on offense, not throw interceptions really. That's starting to really add up for Colin Kaepernick, fumbling the ball as well. We limited Wilson to only 134 yards, which is incredible. The player of the game on offense, I would have to say, probably goes to Saquon, because he had 115 yards. Another great game for him. He had a couple catches for 22 yards, 3 catches for 22 yards. On defense, I'd have to give it to Blake Martinez. That last couple drives, he's just really just trying his best there. DeAndre Baker had 5 total tackles for a corner, which is just not good. I really hate to see that. Marcus Golden went down for most of that game with an injury. Just didn't help at all. But, I mean, there's only so much you can do when it just isn't clicking on defense. But with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one.